106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Please, this is what I do. Please, honey, this is what I do.
No.
About a 9 on the tension scale, Rube.
And we're back with another episode of the most quotable films of all time. And you guys voted for the letter B. We're doing Blazing Saddles, a movie that we were just saying you don't see much on TV these days, probably for many, many reasons. But it is quotable, so we're going to go for it. And we'll see how much trouble we get into on this one.
It's also very situational.
Yeah,
so a lot of jokes are situational and not verbal. So it's
right.
Yeah.
There's a whole scene that we probably can't even do because it is nonverbal, but we'll see. So what's you want to start us off?
Okay, so my number 5 is Lily Von Stoop is singing when she's going,
I've been with thousands of men, again and again. They sing the same tune. They start with Byron and Shelley, then jump on your belly and bust your balloon.
Yes. Lily Von Stoop. Great character. Yeah, she's got some good. Actually, I guess I have an honorable mention of hers. I didn't end up putting it in the top 5, but yeah, she's got some good stuff in this.
Yeah, I mean
the actress is Madeline Kahn, right?
Even the names are funny.
Yeah, but it's Madeline Kahn, right? That plays her.
Yeah, and the other thing I liked was again, this was situational, but the town.
Yeah.
All the names were Johnson.
Oh, right.
Last names were Johnson.
Yeah.
And then Howard Johnson had that one store, Howard Johnson, and it had one flavor.
Right. Exactly. So great, man. All right. So my number 5 is Gene Wilder as Jim. His introduction when he says,
"Well, my name is Jim, but most people call me Jim."
He's always great.
Yeah, and the way he just said it, he's just so quiet and nonchalant.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what's your number 4?
So Bart's walking down the street in the town that I just said, that full of Johnsons. That's the one, he became sheriff in. And he goes,
"Good morning, ma'am. And isn't it a lovely morning?"
"Up yours, nigger."
Yep, one of those lines that probably, I guess, would get either bleeped or whatever, cut out completely. Oh my God. Crazy. When did this come out? It was like 1974, right? Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was definitely in the 70s sometime.
And just to give Mel Brooks sort of a pass, at least, he wrote this with why am I blanking on his name? The comedian, not Carlin, Richard Pryor.
Oh, so, yeah, Richard Pryor. Yeah, he did.
And Pryor was supposed to play the role of Bart, but I think he had a drug problem and couldn't do it for that reason.
And if you look at Pryor, his stand-up comedy, I mean, he used the N-word so many times.
More than probably anyone else, in history. So, Yep, there you go. So my number 4 is the villain Hedley Lamar. I went with a kind of a long one, but it goes fast. He says,
"I want rustlers.
Cutthroats, murderers, bounty hunters, desperados, mugs, pugs, thugs, nitwits, halfwits, dimwits, vipers, snipers, con men, Indian agents, Mexican bandits, muggers, buggerers, bushwhackers, hornswagglers, horse thieves, bull dykes, train robbers, bank robbers, ass kickers, shit kickers, and Methodists!
Could you repeat that, sir?
And that was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
I mean, and it wasn't just against, it was against everything.
Yeah.
Remember when they were banding up and they said, no, we don't want the Irish. No Irish.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ridiculous. All right. So what's your number 3?
Okay, so this is one of the lines in the beginning. Taggart is, coming in, to where the railroad workers are.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes,
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here? I had you people try to get a little track lead, not to jump around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots.
There you go. You went with all the the things you cannot say. All right. I wonder what if our YouTube video couldn't get banned, I wouldn't think, because these clips are out there. But
and you know what? Just interestingly,
mm-hmm.
just recently, Kansas City passed a law
mm-hmm.
that they are a haven now for the LGBTQ plus.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How the times have
So
changed.
apparently there must have been
Yeah.
an area
some truth to that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure. Well, fantastic. All right. Well, my number 3 is another Jim line, and he says,
You've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. The common clay of the New West. You know. Morons.
So yeah, they had morons too in Kansas City.
Yes.
So what's your number 2?
This is a Hedy Lamarr quote.
Okay.
He goes,
My mind is a raging torrent, flooded with rivulets of thought, cascading into a waterfall of creative alternatives.
God darn it, Mr. Lamar. You use your tongue prettier than a $20 whore.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, those two, man. They definitely are gonna get on the list here with one of these lines. Okay, so my number 2 is Bart, and it's when he says,
Hey, where are the white women at?
you know that Pryor wrote that line. So what's your number 1?
my number 1, and I'm not going to do it, is the farting sounds around the campsite.
How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I'd say you've had enough.
Ah, you did it. Okay. I guess that counts. I mean, it is noise. And I think at the end somebody says like that's enough or something, right?
What?
At the end of it, somebody says like, I think you've had enough or something, right? Like of the beans.
Well, I said, well, it came out and said, I think anybody for more beans.
Right.
And
Okay.
then somebody said, I think we've had enough.
All right. Well, I'll give you that then. That's cool. I did not go that way, but I went with number 1.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah, I know.
Another Bart line.
Right, but that was, situational.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, everybody's there. He comes into town and
Right.
he's doing a speech, and
Yeah.
he's ready to pull out his speech.
Right.
And their mind's in the gutter thinking he's going to whip something else out.
Yeah, yeah. I did want to throw in the line as an honorable mention that the Lily von Stupp about sucking on his arm in the dark. That was interesting. But I didn't go with
Yeah,
that.
there was like a lot of euphemisms in it also.
For sure, yeah. Well, all right. So yeah, let's put this together then. This is going to be interesting because we had nothing in common. So number one is either going to be the farting sounds or the whip this out. Since you went off the map, I'll give it to you for number one. Because that's that's classic and
I mean,
infamous.
it's a noise.
Yeah.
Words are noise.
Yeah. I'll allow it. All right. So number two, let's see. We're between this one. I think I'll put mine above yours. White women at number 3, and then the tongue at $2 whore thing at 4. So now it's between your Kansas City thing or morons. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Do we have? Well, we've already got what's their names, Taggart with the tongue thing. So why don't we give it to Jim at number 5?
Okay.
With the morons, because
Yeah,
we don't have Jim on there. So all right, that's a pretty good list. All right. So now, without further ado, here are your top 5 Blazing Saddles quotes according to 3 and 4 right now.
You've got to remember that these are just simple farmers. These are people of the land, the common clay of the New West. You know, morons.
My mind is a raging torrent, flooded with rivulets of thought, cascading into a waterfall of creative alternatives.
God darn it, Mr. Lamar. You use your tongue prettier than a $20 whore.
Hey, where are the white women at? Excuse me while I whip this out.
How about some more beans, Mr. Taggart? I'd say you've had enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good list. So now we got to do the letter C. You got your 4 movies?
How many are we doing?
Just 4. And it's when I looked back at last year's thing, it's going to be my same 4 I think I did last time because mine didn't get picked, which I'll just run through them really quick. Casino, Coming to America, A Christmas Story, and Christmas Vacation are my 4. So what are yours?
Casino.
Okay.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
The newer one? Or the old one or the new one?
There's
Charlie.
The old one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, no.
Because it was called, wasn't it called Willy Wonka and the...
Yeah, not the Willy Wonka. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
All right.
So Casino, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and
Ooh,
and Cobra.
Cobra. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So
Schwarzenegger movie.
yeah, I remember. All right, so we have Casino in common. So then we got Coming to America, and we got your number two, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Uh, I think Christmas Story is more quotable than Close Encounters, but we could give 5 options this time. It will allow 5 options for voting.
Okay.
So, all right. So here are your options for the letter C: Casino, Coming to America, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, A Christmas Story, and Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This should be interesting, but I think we know what should win, but we shall see.
I thought that was going to win last year, and it didn't.
Exactly.
Casablanca.
That's right. It was Casablanca that won, which, yeah, that was a good choice.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, we'll see you guys on the next one, and we'll do what wins. So, see you then. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Bye.